Welcome. I am Dr. Cynthia Benkert, and I have been practicing for, almost 30 years now. And I started off in chiropractic. My love and passion my entire life has always been to share health and healing, and I was brought up in a family that taught me that your body can heal. If you give your body all the good stuff and take away the bad stuff, your body can absolutely heal. And so I have devoted my entire life to helping people be healthy, okay? Pura Vida Wellness, that means pure life. And that's a Costa Rican saying. I love Costa Rica. And 6 years ago, this was yours truly on the left-hand side. I had a smile on my face, but I was pretty miserable. As you can see, I was depressed, fatigued. I was not sleeping. I had been practicing chiropractic at the time for over 20 years. And my love of nutrition has always been why I practiced, but I got a little off course doing structural care and just got really unhealthy before I knew it. Stress was a part of it, not the best diet. And back in 2014, I could not lose the weight. I was postmenopausal, late 40s, almost ready to turn 50. And no matter what I did, no matter how perfectly I ate, I could not lose the weight. I was blessed and believed that God answered my prayer. And I found this most amazing program. And I went through the program, and in 44 days, you can see the change. It wasn't that I dropped the weight. That was awesome. But I didn't want to do the program because of the weight. I wanted to do the program because of how I felt. The depression, the fatigue. I remember I couldn't play basketball anymore. I mean, it was awful. And in just a few weeks of starting this healthy whole food program, supporting my body nutritionally, my inflammation went away. I could get up in the morning without pain in my knees and my hips. I could run again. Just everything changed in my life. It was absolutely life-changing. I started taking all of my chiropractic patients through it, and it changed their life. I sold my chiropractic practice. I opened up 3 nutrition clinics. I now have 2 because I wanted to get out of one of the areas. I have one here in Lakewood, California, and another one here in Costa Mesa, California. This is Davis, my good friend and founder of VitaLife, which is the program that we offer in our clinic. It's our main program that we offer to get people started on reversing diabetes, supporting your immune system, losing the weight, and just getting your life back. So this is him on TV in Chicago. He's got 2 clinics in Chicago, and he's phenomenal. He reaches out and he's touched lots of people. I believe both of those people right there on the picture that you see on your screen have both been through the program with great results. And you'll see that later on when you go to sign up for the program. You'll see their testimonials, pretty phenomenal. These are actual clients of mine that I've taken through this program. Now, let me just kind of back up a little bit. So tonight we're going to, remember when you signed up for the workshop, it's about, how do you lose 20 to 40 pounds of fat in 40 days? Seems unreasonable, right? It's not. And then we're going to talk about, how can you support yourself? How can you support your immune system? These crazy times with this virus and all these, things going on. How can you protect yourself from getting this disease? We're going to talk about that. And then with all of this social isolation, what can we do for self-care? So I'm going to definitely touch on those 3 things. I'm going to tell you that this health program that I'm going to be spending most of my time on answers the 2 other questions about the immune system and prevention and what to do to take care of yourself. Because I learned 6 years ago, that if you don't have your health, you have nothing. So 6 years ago, my spiritual path was next to nothing. My relationships were terrible. When I got my health back and my mind cleared up, and I was able to raise in vibration and get that positivity back into my life, that's when everything else got better. So these are actual clients of ours that we've taken through the program, me personally, through one of my 2 clinics, Robin, and this is just in 40 days. So I just want to give you a little preview before we kind of get into, you know, the nuts and bolts of the program. And then please, if you have any questions, you know, put them in the chat, and then we'll open it up at the end of the training here, so that you can go live and ask questions in person if you'd like, or we can just handle the questions with Paulina. So this is Michelle. She came to us 2 years ago. That picture on the left, she was on over 8 medications, diabetic, full-blown diabetic. One of the reasons that I specialize in diabetes now, and just finished a book on diabetes, which will be available through Amazon Kindle here in the next 45 days, and you can pre-order that. Anyway, she was a diabetic, stage 3 renal failure. Yes, stage 3 renal failure. And within 6 weeks of starting this program, she didn't lose 73 pounds in 6 weeks, but this was 2 rounds. She was off all of her medication. Kidneys completely normal. All the medication gone still. So she's a great client of mine. She was actually going to come on tonight, but she's having a special dinner with her family. So we'll be doing more of these virtual workshops as time allows, and this is a great way to reach out and share things with people, you know, if you can't come live. You know, and typically I do this particular workshop at a restaurant once or twice a month, and that's really the only way that I share my program with people. I don't have to do a bunch of advertising, because it's all about results like these. When you have people that are reversing diabetes in 2 to 3 weeks, reversing stage 3 renal failure, you know, the results speak for themselves. You don't have to spend a lot of money on advertising. Jeff, 40 days, down 39 pounds. Chrissy, 130 pounds in a year. This is actually a Chicago patient. So maybe Davis can talk about her a little bit later. This is one of our health coaches at my Lakewood clinic. This was just 40 days of starting the program 5 years ago. She was one of my first clients that went through the program, and it changed her life so much that she basically just kept calling me. I want to come work for you. I'm retired, but this program changed my life. I want to come work for you. I just want to share this program with other people. So she's phenomenal. We love her. All right, so I want you to think right now. I'm here for you, okay? I'm here to support you. I do what I do for you guys. So why are you here? You know, what do you want to change in your life right now? If we had ever had an opportunity to actually sit back and take a look at our life, isn't it now? I mean, we are in a time right now that we have never seen before. We are being forced to look at what's important. What is important to you? Haven't we learned finally, which is what I've been preaching for years, if you don't have your health, you have nothing, nothing. Your health has to come first. It does. I've experienced that in my own life. I've seen it with my clients. So what do you want to change about your health? And I put, you know, /immunity, because guess what? If you don't have your health, if you're overweight, if you're tired, if you have hormonal imbalances, if you're diabetic, if you're on blood pressure medication, you don't have a strong immunity. I can guarantee you, you do not have a strong immunity. So what do you want to change? Type in the chat box. Just one thing. What would you like to change about your health? How would you like to improve it? I'm hoping that you're all here tonight. You've taken time out to join me and all the other people on the call, you know, because you want to learn something. You want to have a better life. Hopefully this thing is, you know, shaking us up enough. So here's the facts, and we all know this, right? 7 out of 10 of us in the United States are overweight and obese. We heard about this COVID virus, right? And we're told, oh, it doesn't hit the young people. But yet in the United States, it's hitting the young people. You know why? Because we are one of the sickest people in the world. We spend more money on healthcare than any other nation in the world, but we rank last in overall health. Our kids are not healthy. The children and younger people of the United States are not as healthy as the children of China or Italy or France or Spain. It's a fact. It's a fact. So that's why the younger people in the United States are not immune to this. So the risk factors, which I'll cover in just a second here, of coronavirus, it's not just people over 65, not in the United States anyway. All right, so what does obesity lead to? Type 2 diabetes, hyperlipidemia, obstructive sleep apnea, heart disease, hypertension, other diseases. Looks like almost all the risk factors for COVID-19. These are the actual risk factors for COVID-19. Obesity, diabetes, renal failure, liver disease, 65 and older. But I beg to differ, as I mentioned earlier, that's going to it's already hitting the younger population in the United States. If you live in a nursing home, chronic lung disease or asthma, heart conditions, immunocompromised. We all know this, right? I never watch TV, ever. And I think I've watched more TV in the last week and a half than literally in the last 10 years. Because I didn't take this seriously in the beginning. I didn't. And I ended up finally deciding to, hey, let's check this out. Is this thing really for real? And that was about 2 weeks ago. I had food poisoning. And I ended up kind of being forced to take a break for the day. And I think God did that on purpose. And so I finally started researching this. And at the end of the day, which was 2 Wednesdays ago, I thought, oh my goodness, this is real. And sure enough, the following Monday, boom, shut down. All right, this is, and I've been promoting this on my Facebook Lives with all of my clients in my clinics. These are the 5 products. And please realize I'm not here to sell products. I could care less about selling products. But I am here to teach you the truth and to share with you what works. And these 5 products are all scientifically proven to support your immune system. I've personally used these 5 products for years. The Lauricidin there at the bottom for over 20 years. The Vitality C, same thing. So we're looking at vitamin D. Alicidin is concentrated garlic. Nucleoimmune are nucleotides that actually allow your body to build antibodies, I always get that word wrong. Lauricidin is a natural antiviral, antibacterial, super powerful, made from coconut, but doesn't kill any of the good bugs, thank God. And then high dose vitamin C. So I'm going to give you an opportunity later in the talk to purchase these if you'd like to. We will ship them out to you free. In my opinion, my humble opinion, I think everyone should be on these 5 products minimum right now to support your immune system, minimum, okay? All right, so childhood obesity. So we're talking about obesity. 7 out of 10 Americans obese, which leads to all these risk factors of lowering your immune system. So if you're not going to get your health in check and improve who you are as a person, please do it for your children, your grandchildren. Kids learn what they live. If they see what you're doing, it's not about what you tell them to do. They watch you. They watch how you move, how you think, your emotional state. They watch your health habits. They copy you no matter what you say, your actions. And this is what we're seeing, right? Children learn what they live. And this is so common. These 2 people on the screen are much more susceptible to getting sick. And it's not about, being overweight. It's about what being overweight means. Being overweight means that you're not healthy. A healthy body is lean and energetic. Okay, I've had no food today. And I'm not talking about starving myself, but intermittent fasting and getting your body so healthy that it burns fat for fuel instead of craving sugar and carbs. That's what this program does. So what are the medical costs for people that are overweight, obese? $1,400 higher per year than normal weight individuals. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you now, or it's going to cost you later. Our enrollment fee to get started in this amazing health transformation program, this Vital Life program that we offer at Buddha View the Wellness, is less than what it costs you every year when you're overweight. So I promise you, this program is worth 10 times what we charge. It's so valuable. And like I said, you either pay now or you pay later. All right, so here's 1990. Most of the nation was somewhere between 0 and at the most 15 to 20% obese, 1990, okay? That was 30 years ago. Now the next slide is the most current that I have, and it was 4 years ago. So look at this national map here. And again, somewhere between 0 and 15% obese 30 years ago. Okay, what's happened in just 30 years? This is actually 2016. Oh my goodness. Now we're looking at the average American somewhere in the different states across the United States, somewhere between 25 to 35% obese, 30 plus body mass index, which is one of the risk factors of the COVID virus, right? Okay, so what are we told about losing weight? I promised you that I would teach you and talk to you about how do you lose, 20 to 40 pounds in 40 days, just burning fat, not losing muscle, not losing water, but getting into deep, intense, healthy fat burning. What are we told to do to lose weight? Right, we're told exercise more, eat less, exercise more, eat less. But you know what? It's not true. Because when your body's not healthy inside and your hormones are all clogged up and the cell membranes are all inflamed and those leptin receptors that tell your body to burn fat for fuel and those insulin receptors that allow blood sugar to come into the cell are blunted and sick and inflamed because of an inflamed cell, you can go to the gym every day, all day long. And we've all seen those people that go to the gym. And that's what I was doing too. Going to the gym, working out, nothing was budging. So theoretically, if we want to lose a pound a week, we're going to burn 3,500 calories because 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. That means we have to swim an hour of freestyle swimming per day to be able to lose about a pound a week, about 50 pounds in a year. Okay, I've got clients that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes that actually lose 50 pounds in 40 days. That's not uncommon. Okay. All right, just checking my time, 6:52. Perfect. So that means you have to raise your hand if you want to work out like Michael Phelps speed, an hour a day, because that's what it would take to burn that many calories. Michael Phelps speed, not just a little water aerobics class, but Michael Phelps speed swimming every day, 7 days a week to lose 50 pounds. If that were true, the whole calories in, calories out. Calories in, calories out is not true. It doesn't work like that. So who has time for swimming, an hour of swimming every day? I don't. My Cassie and I, my little fur baby Cassie, we prefer yoga. So I want everyone to stop right now. And I want everybody to close your eyes if you can. Don't do it if you're driving. And just take a deep breath in, all the way out. And just breathe in through your nose. And all the way out through your mouth. And just feel your feet on the ground. Just feel your body. And just focus on right here, right now, present moment. And look at that picture of Cassie and feel that energy. That's what she was feeling, right? Her little paws are just touching the earth. So every morning, and I've been doing this for about a good 6 years now, pretty much since my health transformed because of this program. Every morning I walk barefooted on the ground. So this is a part of dealing with this virus and dealing with what's going on in our world right now. Self-care is so important. I cannot overemphasize how important grounding. There's so many things that you can do to self-care that don't cost any money, okay? Grounding, scientific benefits have been proven. Walking barefooted on the grass, I do it every single day. It improves your mood. It improves your sleep. It reduces pain. It's proven. Reduces stress. Improves wound healing. Improves immunity. Hello? Improves immunity. Reduces inflammation. Reduces jet lag. And here's a thermography picture proving. So this is a special camera that looks at heat. Super, super sensitive. I actually use this technology instead of mammograms because mammograms will actually, the thermography will show changes in breast tissue 10 years prior to what would ever show up on a mammogram. So this picture to the left is a person before grounding, and the the colors are indicative of the amount of pain and inflammation in the body. So red and orange is hot and inflamed, okay? So the picture on the right is just 30 minutes of standing barefooted on the ground, just on the grass. And that's what I try to do at least 30 minutes a day. And I actually do my yoga poses while I'm grounding, so that I do both. I'm stretching, doing little yoga poses. I do a lot of one-legged poses, so I'm strengthening my core. It's phenomenal. I mean, look at that, 30 minutes. Look at the inflammation decreasing on those pictures. And I want you to remember that word, inflammation. We're going to talk about that. Okay, here's another slide. This is a book that changed my life about 20 years ago. It's called Power versus Force. If you guys are taking notes, please write this down. Dr. David Hawkins, Power versus Force. They did scientific studies to show the consciousness level of people go anywhere from 20 to 1,000. So people like Jesus, Muhammad, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, they're enlightened, right? 700 to 1,000. But most people on the planet, unfortunately, are 200 and above. So when you're in these, look at 100. What does 100 say? Fear, worry, anxiety. That's destructive energy. Our bodies are energetic. We have frequencies. Studies actually show, if you get this book, Power versus Force, that just one person that's in that 500 to 700, 1,000, just one person, an enlightened being on the planet, can negate over 1 million people that are at 200 and below. So the very first positive emotion is courage, empowerment, courage, empowerment. Take power of your life. Take control of your life. We have the power to make changes and to make decisions. You are not stuck being sick. You are not stuck in your present level of health right now. I guarantee you, you have the power to make a change. I'm here to guide you, take your hand, and coach you, as is the rest of my team, towards better health, if you decide to do that. So I love this graph. Please get the book, Power versus Force. It's phenomenal. All right, so why us? Why the Vital Life program? Why Pure Vita Wellness? Why? Well, because we're going to access and test you to determine the cause of your weight gain, not calories in, calories out, but what's causing the weight gain for you personally, because every person's different. Every person's different biologically, different background, different heritage, different stress levels, male, female, age. Everybody's different body types. We're going to be able to put all those differences aside and be able to figure out what your customized program is based on scientifically valid testing using galvanic skin resistance. The cradle that we use for testing is FDA approved. It's a phenomenal program, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So what are the causes of ill health? Decreased immunity, obesity, diabetes, toxins, bad fats, and sugar, right? So right now, if you're not going to do anything with us further, please learn as much as you can from me tonight. Toxins, chemicals, junk going into your body, on your skin, will weaken your immune system. Hydrogenated fats, canola oil will weaken your immune system. Sugar weakens your immune system like crazy. You know why? Because when you eat sugar, it actually pulls minerals from your body and pulls B vitamins from your body just to be able to digest it and process it. Sugar creates nutritional deficiencies in your body. So we're going to hydrate your body, cleanse your body, balance your pH. And we're going to get you into this amazing, remember before what I talked about? Fat burning. And then look at on the slide here, it says autophagy, autophagy, self-eating. When you're eating whole clean foods and you take all oils and fats out for the first 40 days, which is what we coach you through. So the program is many different phases and stages. And I can't get into the whole in-depth part of the program because there's just so much, but we walk you through day by day, week by week, each stage, each phase. But the first stage is lose it. and we're going to get you into fat burning. You're going to cleanse toxins out of the body. We turn on this fasting mimicking state because you're eating whole clean foods, no inflammatory foods, not a bunch of wheat and sugar and coffee. And it'll be easy to do that because we get you into fat burning within just a day or two. So when you're burning fat, and just 1 pound of fat is the same as eating 3,500 calories of food. So you're not hungry because you're getting all this extra energy and fuel by burning fat. So that's what makes us different. There is no program on the planet that does this, that addresses the cause, that customizes a program, that gets you into fat burning. Can you tell I love what I do? All right, so here's the truth. Cellular inflammation is what causes most diseases. Remember we talked about the membrane of the cell and the hormone receptors on the outside of the cell? What is it? How does it cause obesity? Cellular inflammation is underlying not just senescence, but all chronic illnesses. For instance, obesity, diabetes, atherosclerosis, Alzheimer's, heart conditions, cognitive function. What are these looking like to you? That's right, look at the bottom there. Those are COVID-19 risk factors. So if you're not getting your cells healthy and hydrated and detoxifying your body at a cellular level, which is what our program does, it gets you into fat burning, which mimics fasting, which turns on autophagy, which detoxifies your body and allows your body to heal. It gives your body the time and the space for the first time probably in your entire life to heal at a cellular level. That's why Michelle reversed her stage 3 kidney failure, because of what this program does. 3 causes of cellular inflammation: pesticides, chemicals, bad fats, sugars. All right, this is what we want to have happen, and this is what happens when you take our hand and you walk through this program with us. You start off with sick, inflamed cells that look like little raisins, right? And the hormone receptor, these beautiful little antennas that talk to estrogen and thyroid and insulin and leptin and serotonin and all these beautiful little chemicals running through your body. They don't work. So this program starts healing your cells so that they start to hydrate and heal. And then the end goal is we want to take you from being in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, most people, metabolically at an internal cellular level when you start, to being 20, 30 years old metabolically. I am 57 years old. I am 20 years old metabolically because of this program. I feel like $1 million. My life has completely changed because of this program. And you are looking at and listening to a carb and sugar addict. Not anymore, but I was my entire life. And I go into detail about that in my book on diabetes, which you'll have access to later once it's released. I grew up addicted to sugar and carbs. I'm not addicted to sugar and carbs anymore. Do I have sugar every once in a while? Yeah, but I can take it or leave it. How empowering would that be for you to be able to look at a donut or whatever your weakness is and just go, yeah, I don't want that. Because after a certain amount of time, you realize it's just not worth it. And your cravings change when your body gets healthy. So what can you expect working with us hand in hand? By the way, we can work with you remotely. If you're in another state right now, anybody listening, look, there's 22 participants. That's my favorite number. 22 is love, learn, connect, just reaching out and making connection with one person, 222, right? So I love that number, so it's no mistake that that's how many people are on the call right now. So you're going to get whole real foods. You're going to just buy those at the store, and there's plenty of foods available. I was at a Irvine Ranch market yesterday. Lots of meats and salmon and all kinds of amazing vegetables. So they're available. The reason it was just low for a while is people were freaking out and hoarding, obviously. Now you're not going to be hungry because you're burning fat. It's a holistic, natural program, no stimulants, no chemicals. Everything's completely just whole, real food. And these amazing nutrients that are either concentrated foods or herbs that were at one time growing out of the ground and don't have anything added to it, no excipients, no heat, cold processed. You don't have to exercise. We want you to exercise later, but in the beginning, we don't want you to do a lot of exercise because we want to save all of the energy that you have for healing and fat burning and cellular restoration. Okay, no prepackaged meals, no drugs, no hormones, custom personalized support. You have access to me on a daily basis. Yes, you have access to the doctor on a daily basis via texting. You can request a coaching call up to once a week, and you see me in person if you live locally once a month. If we do a remote program with you, if you're in another state, we can do a Zoom call just like this, or we can get on the phone, whatever you would prefer. All right, so how do we customize a program for you? This is James, the Iron Cowboy Lawrence. Okay, we're 7:05, we're doing good on time. Everybody good? You guys enjoying this? Awesome. All right, so this gentleman performed and completed 50 Ironman triathlons, one per day, for 50 days in a row in 50 different states. Look them up, Google them right now if you can. Real guy. And guess what technology he used to make sure that he was supporting his body nutritionally? Yes, the same exact bioscan technology that we use to customize your program. So we run a scan, a bioscan. We ask your body 2,800 different questions on what it needs. And your body answers, and we can customize a nutrition program, a food program, tells us what's going on with you emotionally, what oils would be the best for you. Essential oils are phenomenal. It's proven that when you breathe in oils, it actually goes up into the brain and releases serotonin and dopamine. There are people that have struggled with severe depression just by breathing in different oil blends, have been able to get off of their antidepressants. And I know those people personally. So we're going to do a scan. You're going to do your first 40 days. Most people lose at least 20, if not more. Okay. You're going to take a 3-week break. And most people have to go through several 40 days. So this little asterisk here, this little orange scan star in the very beginning to the far left, and then again in the middle, and then a third one down at the right-hand bottom of the screen. Those are 40-day rounds, okay? Most people, in order to cleanse and heal and be who you want to be and clean out your body and get your health back and reach your goals of energy and sleep and just, you want to be who you are, right? My purpose is to be the healthiest, best version of me so that I can, teach others to do the same, so that I can lead and be an example and attract people into my life that want to do the same. So I'm assuming that you're on this webinar, you're on this workshop because you want to be the best you can be. And what better time than now to work on your health so that you can know that you're doing everything within your power to protect yourself, okay? All right, this is Dr. Von Cook. He's the one that developed the Zyto technology. This is him doing those actual triathlons, the Iron Cowboy. And that picture to the right is that's actually the Iron Cowboy having a scan done. And he did that every single day for 50 days in a row. And that's the exact same technology that we have available for you. We have a brand new immunity scan that just came out that Dr. Vaughn put together. It's available for free to any of our members. And we'll talk to you about how to become a member, how to work with us at the end of this call. And I know I probably have some clients on the line now that don't know about this. So this is going to be available to you. We'll start running these scans next week so that we can go above and beyond to support your immune system. All right, so what does the first 40 days look like? Well, you're going to wake up. You're going to take some amazing whole concentrated food and herb supplements, right? You're going to you're going to spray a few sprays in your mouth of this amazing herbal nutraceuticals made out of just plant juice and amino acids. And we're going to drink some water with these amazing minerals from the Australian Sea in them. And then we have this amazing hydrogen molecular tablet that's a powerful antioxidant, which is actually being recommended in China to be part of the COVID treatment plan, because molecular hydrogen, when put in water, creates this powerful antioxidant water. And when you drink it, it basically takes care of oxidation, which is stress and aging and rust in your body. And that particular product is included in your enrollment fee. It's included in your first 40 days because it's going to help you detoxify and support your body. Next little window here, next box, you're going to weigh yourself. You're going to text your weight in. We have an automated texting coach. His name is Hal, Holistic Alternative Lifestyle Coach. You're not going to eat in the morning. Don't freak out. You can have some coffee. And I promise you're not going to be hungry. Maybe the first week, maybe a little hunger. But I promise you, once you get into fat burning, you will not be hungry when you're not eating in the morning, because guess what you're eating instead of food? Your own unhealthy fat. That's killing you right now. That's reducing your immunity. That's increasing your metabolic age. Lunch, you're going to eat proteins from your list, what your body said it needed. Fruits that your body said it needed. Customized food list. Vegetables, unlimited. Some whole concentrated nutrients and herbs. You're going to take a few capsules. More veggies in between. Dinner, different protein, another fruit, more unlimited veggies, right? And then you're going to take a few sprays in your mouth before you go to sleep, and maybe a few supplements. Does that look easy? It's easy. If you're a client and you're on this call right now, please put in the chat box for all to see what your experience has been. And be honest. If you don't think it was easy, tell them. I don't want you to lie for me, but my experience is most people are like, yeah, it's easy. Here's the thing. If you follow it and you make that decision and you empower yourself and allow us to support you, stay coachable, stay connected, stay committed to the program, it's easy. Because when you're following it, you're not hungry. If you don't make that 100% decision to stay in integrity with yourself and stay true to your own word, guess who it matters more than anyone else to tell the truth to and stay true to your word? Your spouse, your kids? No, you. It matters the most that you are true to you, and that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Because when you lie to yourself, you're not in integrity and you don't believe yourself, and subconsciously it just destroys setting out and reaching any targets and creating change in your life. So love you, be good to you, make this decision for you. Okay, so everybody knows this saying, right? Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, Albert Einstein. So why do we keep doing the same thing over and over again? We're getting ready to wind up here, but we're still getting the same result. So that's what all these other diet programs, weight loss programs, okay, the VitaLife program is a health transformation program. It is not a diet. It is not a weight loss program. If that's what you want, this is not the right place for you. I want to work with, and I set my intention out to attract people that want to be their best, that want to be healthy, that want to live a long, high-quality life, see their grandkids being born, travel when we're able to travel again, which we will be able to travel again, I promise. So all of these programs, they're not custom. They do the same thing, it's just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? Over and over again, same thing. Or you can just exercise and exercise, or you can just make your stomach, the size of a pea. That'll work. All right, so why are we different? Nobody does fat burning like we do. Nobody will support you like you do. Daily texting support from me, an automated texting coach that you text your weight to every day. I have coaches that can take you through the remote program, but your personal day-to-day coaching is with me. I support every single client. You have to reach out to me. I can't pretend to know what you need, but when you need me and you have a question, you text me. You will receive an answer from me within 24 hours. We do weekly body composition analysis. That'll either be in your home if you're a remote client or in one of our clinics. We have advanced scientific technology. We're going to, what this is all about for me? It's all about teaching. So I'm a doctor. The definition of doctor is actually a teacher. And as you can tell, I love to teach. And we used to do this program in a 3-month program. And it didn't work because I didn't have enough time to coach you and lock arms with you and teach you how to create lifelong, permanent lifestyle changes. So this is continuing education. This program is like taking a full-on nutrition course. It's like a $10,000 nutrition course. And it's way less than that. All right, so none of these programs are customized. None of them provide the support that we do. None of them are doctor supervised. None of them put you into fat burning. And none of them teach you what we teach you. So we want to address you as a whole person, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And I was not able to get my life into balance like this until I figured out my diet and my health first. Because when you're eating sugar and you're addicted to sugar and you're overweight and you're stuck in fat storage, sugar burning instead of fat burning, you don't think straight, you're not healthy, you don't make good decisions, you can't be close to God or have a strong spiritual path when you don't have your health. Health comes first. Then after you get your health improved, then the spiritual, the being, starts getting better. And then when that spiritual part comes into play, your relationships start improving because now you're who you really are. Now you're giving the love and light from inside that you were meant to give. And then the last part, the fourth area of your life would be what your purpose is. Are you fulfilling your purpose? My business is my purpose. But I didn't get in line with my purpose until I got my body, my health in check. And then my being came into play. And then the balance and the relationship started working better. And then my business just happens automatically. I don't have to worry about it. I just share my truth. All right, this is Michael, just to give you a couple of other before and afters, because we're just going to be ending up the workshop now. We'll be opening up for questions. This was, you see on the bottom of the screen? Okay, so this was in 2 months. 2 months, almost 50 pounds, 48 pounds. Very common. Men are going to lose about double the amount of weight that women do. Sorry, gals. But that's okay, because we're going to support you for as long as you need until you get to your goal. And that's why we've changed it into a coaching program. Because, yeah, we know the program works. The program works. But most people need to go through that 40-day round 2-3 times minimum to get to a place where you're young enough metabolically and your body's cleaned out enough and you've gotten those toxins in those cells healthy enough. So now you can be like where I'm at. Eat whatever you want. Cravings are gone. You don't gain the weight because now your metabolism is young and fast and healthy like a Corvette, like when you were in your 20s. Remember when you were in your 20s and you could just eat whatever you wanted? But then as time went on and toxins accumulated in your body and you started getting inflamed and sugar and these bad fats and this processed packaged food, everything just, everything got out of whack, and then you couldn't lose weight no matter what. So this is his actual body composition analysis side by side, just to prove to you. If you look at the date, 3/12, he was 283 pounds. And then over here we have, there's some things in the way here. And then on 5/14, 235 pounds. So this is the body composition analysis that you can either run at home. If you're a remote client, we'll give you the resources to be able to have that in your home. There's some really affordable options for that. And then we have equipment in the office too, but it allows us to just check everything. See what I circled here? Body fat mass on the left, water. So we want the body fat mass to go down because you're burning fat. So he had 123 pounds of fat. 2 months later, 91 pounds of fat. His water was 43%. Water went up, right? That's important. All right, so this is him. This is one of my dinner workshops, which is the talk I'm doing now, but we used to do it in a restaurant. But now, times are forcing us to do this, and that's okay. I'm excited because I can reach more people now. And you can just listen and not have to get up and drive and sit in a restaurant and take 3 or 4 hours out of your day. You can just get the information and act on it, and not take a bunch of time out of your day. This is Mark. He's going to actually start making some client care calls. He's already up to close to 100 pounds right now. And he's super passionate about what he's doing, and he wants to get on the phone and call you and just check in with you and see how you're doing. So 50 pounds in the first 60 days, but that was like 6 months ago. He's already down. So it's just kind of a joke here. You looking at me? Yeah, I'm looking at my old self. So that's Mark on the right. Mark on the left, looking at his old self on the right, 60 days later. Wow, what a difference. Okay, so what's your goal? If you don't do anything, if you don't take action, where are you going to be a year from now? Are you going to be healthier a year from now? Or are you going to be sicker? Because you know what? We don't just ever stay static. Human beings were put on this planet to grow and expand. When you're not growing and expanding, you're shrinking and aging and dying. So you're either growing and expanding, or you're getting unhealthy. Now, granted, we all have a limited time, but you can increase that time. But most important, you can increase the quality of your life while you are here. Your connections, your family, being able to share your love and your gift, which is why we're here. We're all here for a purpose. So if you choose health and increasing your immunity tonight, can you picture your life just 12 short months from now? I mean, really think about it. What would your life be like if you were 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds lighter? I know everyone's in a different place right now. How committed are you to making that change? Right? There's only 3% of the population that really takes responsibility for their life. 97% of us make excuses and follow and blame others. So I'm asking you tonight, are you going to be a 3%er or a 97%er? I'm a 3%er. And I believe wholeheartedly that I attract 3%ers. People that care about this planet, care about their health and their life and their family. And if you want to make a change on this planet, you get yourself healthy first. That's the change that you can make. The only thing that you have control over is you and your health. You don't have control over your spouse's health, your partner's health, your children's health, your best friend's health. But you have control over your health and what you're doing. And when you lead by example and you get yourself healthy, people are going to look at you and they're going to go, what have you been doing? Oh my gosh, you look amazing. Because when you lose weight on this program, 20 pounds on this program, because your water comes up and your cells get healthy and you don't lose any muscle, looks like 40 pounds on another program. What's our purpose? We are here to support you, coach you, educate you towards optimal health and healing using the latest, most effective. There's no program out there like this. I guarantee you, nothing else out there like this. Natural healing solutions, along with those ancient healing strategies that have stood the test of time. What I add to the plate is my 30 years of experience and my training. I bring all of that into this program. My experience and training on intermittent fasting, functional medicine, detoxification, autophagy. I bring all that into the program. Everything that I learned my entire life came to fruition when I found this program, because I finally understood why I had been through what I had been through. So I'm constantly learning. So one of my mentors, Dr. Daniel Pompa, a book that he just released called Beyond Fasting. This is Claudio. He's one of our coaches. He will be who you will be interacting with if you decide to do this program remotely. He will run your scans through a computer remotely. I do the coaching, but he handles the admin, and he'll be contacting you and scheduling your scans and shipping you your products, and he's amazing. And he's been with me for over 4 years now. All right, we're getting to the end here. Finances, money. I don't have anything to hide. I really don't. And you know why? Because I wholeheartedly believe that this program is worth 10 times more than what we charge for it. What is it worth for you to get your health back? If you are a diabetic on this call right now, or if you're one of my clients that was a diabetic, what would you have paid to not be a diabetic? What is that worth to you? It's worth thousands of dollars. And like I said earlier, you're either going to pay a little bit now. Remember we said it was about $1,400, $1,500 a year in extra expenses when you're overweight. And that insurance, no insurance, that has nothing to do with it. It's co-pays, extra trips to the doctor, losing work because you're sick. So my enrollment fee to get you started on your first 40 days is $12.97, less than what it costs you every year because you're sick and not your best. That enrollment fee is going to include all the testing, all the nutrients to get you started on your first 40-day round, where you're going to drop at least 20 pounds of fat minimum. Okay? If you stay connected with us, we call it the 3 C's. Stay connected, stay coachable, stay committed. You will get an amazing result. Okay? So we also do 12 months of coaching. That's part of the program. Okay, so it's all one thing. You don't get to just choose one or the other. I only offer the program in a 12-month coaching format because I want you to get a good result. I want to help you. I want to teach you what I know, and I can't do that in less than 12 months. I just can't. My experience has been over the last 6 years that yes, the program works. You can lose the weight, but then people leave after 3 months because it was so expensive before. They could only go through one round and they couldn't go through another round. Now the program's less money. You only pay $12.97 for your first 40 days, which includes everything with a bunch of additional supplements and nutrients, etc. And then every time you're ready to go through another 40-day round, which will be somewhere between 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in the first 12 months, you're just going to, only other cost other than the initial enrollment fee and the $75 a month membership fee, which covers having access to me. And I'm not trying to be egotistical here. My knowledge and the thousands of dollars that I spent going through school and my postgraduate education, and I'm going to be sharing that with you, is worth way more than $75 a month, way more. The only other thing you're going to pay for now is the average cost of nutrients when and if you're ready to do another 40-day program in a couple of months. So it's going to take you 2 or 3 months to get through your first round. All of those nutrients are included in that enrollment fee. All the testing's included. The $75 a month includes all coaching, all follow-up visits, everything you need other than the nutrients after that first round. And the average cost per 40-day round is about $300 for the nutrients. Okay, so here we go. Includes all testing and supplies for your first 40-day round. $75 membership continues for a minimum of 12 months. Most of my clients actually continue because after the 12 months, it goes month to month. We're continuing to add value and support you and coach you. And you know what it's about? It's about accountability. If you're not accountable, then you're not going to do it. And that's why we have a journal that's included in the enrollment fee that you fill out every single day and you just check off what you did. And if you're having issues, guess what I asked for? I asked for a picture of your journal because I want to see what you did the last few days. So as a member, you have the ability to continue going through multiple 40-day rounds until you meet your goal, which is about $300 just per 40-day round, which you can only do one 40-day round every 60, 70 days, so every 2 or 3 months, and you don't have to do another 40-day round. And then we also include all of the Zyto testing, which is, we have another program called our wellness program. It's included in the 12-month coaching program. It's a different journal, a completely different way of eating, and it's what I do now. I teach you diet variation based on science, clinical studies, and ancient healing strategies. Our ancestors have been fasting for years and years and years, and we've lost that art. And I teach you how to do that. And the first 40 days is a fasting mimicking state. Yes, you're eating lunch and dinner, but you're only eating during a 6 to 8 hour window. So your body thinks that it's fasting. So all this healing and all these amazing changes happen because your body thinks it's fasting. So the $12.97, we do have many payment options available, and you're going to be able to choose what payment option works for you later. So this is what we're doing tonight, okay? Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Let me check my time here. Perfect, 729. So you deserve to be happy and healthy. Take action. Pay now or pay later, right? So here's your the 3 rules for you to get a $300 consultation for free. Okay, our consultation is valued at $300. The consultation is with me, by the way. In order to get a free consultation with me, you're going to decide tonight. Yes, I'm asking you to make a commitment tonight, because action is going to empower you. If you don't take action, what good is it? You can read a book with all these amazing things, but if you don't hire a coach and make a commitment, and if you aren't held accountable, you're not going to make a change. We're here to make a change. We're here to grow and advance. You make a change by making a commitment and making a decision and taking action. So yes, you're going to choose the membership, and you're going to pay $100 down towards that membership tonight in order to be able to take advantage of not having to pay for a consultation. So basically, you're committing to the membership tonight. You're putting $100 down on that membership tonight. Paulina will be putting a link in the chat box, I believe, that will allow you to let us know that you're interested. It's going to take you through the $100 payment tonight, so you have to make that decision tonight. And then it'll actually allow you to schedule your first consultation, either in the clinics. You can choose one of the clinics if you live locally, or if you're in another state and you want to do our remote program, no problem. We've done lots of those, and we do lots of those now, and we will be doing even more of those later, right? You're going to choose the coaching call for your consultation instead of one of the clinics. So it's either the Lakewood Clinic, the Costa Mesa Clinic, or an actual coaching call with me over the phone or a Zoom like this for the consultation. So my question is, are you going to be a 3%er or a 97%er? So this was me. Let my pain be your gain, right? My pain and all the struggles that I went through, and I believe that's what's going on in the world right now. This pain and what we're going through is happening to shake us up and to remind us who we really are and that we're here to love each other. And when things are going good, we don't make changes. And I'm not here saying that I want anybody to die. I don't. But this is happening so that we can rise up and be who we're supposed to be. So this wakeboarding picture here, that was just last summer. I'm very active. I'm 57 years old. I mountain bike and skateboard and surf and wakeboard. And I want you to be able to do the same thing. So just in review, this is the enrollment fee, $75 a month coaching fee. Tonight, you're just going to put $100 down, and then we'll go over all the details over the phone or in person once you schedule your consultation. And let's say you're a client and you're already a member. You have the opportunity to purchase this immune support package. Just leave a note letting us know that you're interested, and we will contact you and we will get this out to you tomorrow, as long as supplies last. $180 with free shipping. So I think that does it for the talk. Now, does anybody have any questions? Let's see if I'm able to.
I can read one out to you.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Paulina.
Yeah, Lydia asked, can you comment on the beliefs and limitations of kidney disease patients?
Comment on what's the question?
Can you comment on benefits and limitations for kidney patients?
And now are we talking somebody that's on dialysis or just kidney disease in general? Dialysis, we would be very careful with somebody on dialysis for this program. But if you're not on dialysis, you know, I showed you that picture of Michelle, and she was stage 3 renal failure. So there aren't really any considerations. There's nothing safer and more potent and more effective than this health transformation program in restoring kidney function. Does that answer the question?
Well, we'll wait for Lydia to comment back and see.
Okay.
See.
Ask the other questions.
Yeah. Let's see. We have more questions. Lydia says thank you.
Is Lydia one of my ongoing clients? I believe so.
Lydia Mota.
Nope, she's not an ongoing client.
Okay.
I do have 2 other Lydias that are clients.
Got it. Let's see. We had another question. Share some ways to create a healthy biome in our gut.
Fermented foods. This program, remember we talked about what this program does? When you're in autophagy and you're burning fat, the gut is able to heal because you're taking all offensive foods out. And then we teach you how to eat fermented foods to get all of that good bacteria back in your gut. And most diseases, we talked about, starting in the cell, the gut is huge also. I could also make that statement, that all diseases start in the gut. Your gut health is directly linked to your brain health. There's a gut-brain connection, 100%. And when you have a bunch of overgrowth of bacteria and viruses and yeast and fungus and leaky gut, and you have all this stuff floating around in your bloodstream, that's when people get autoimmune. That's when the body attacks itself. So this program addresses leaky gut. And I specialize in leaky gut, and I teach you one-on-one customized approach per person based on their needs to address leaky gut throughout the 12-month coaching program.
Awesome. Thank you.
What else?
Gail asks if you have any, let's see, where's the question? Are there any discounts for return clients if it's been a while?
No, because I've already, 2 years ago, we changed this platform. We used to charge over $2,000 for the program, and we dropped it down to the $1,297 to make it more affordable. And I'm able to do that because I don't have to do a bunch of advertising anymore, because now we're just focusing on getting really good results with people so that we're referral based. So that's the bare minimum price. We cannot go any lower than that. But it's still a heck of a deal and way less than what you paid if you're a returning client.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I don't see any unless I missed your question. Just please retype it and I will read it. There has been few people who shared their results, because there's some clients on here, and some of them shared to just panelists, so not to all the attendees. And
okay.
I just wanted to read through some of the comments.
Somebody's raising their hand right now. Makuser?
Oh.
Raising their hand. Let's see. So thank you for your patience, everybody. I will learn how to use this a little bit better as time goes on. So Steffi Gal says, once you get started, it's actually very easy to follow. It's so worth it. I went down 2 pant sizes. Discounts, no. We're already at our bare minimum. Yeah, do you see any other questions that were?
Oh yeah, Makuser raised their hand because they're asking that they would like to, I would like the supplements sent to me. So we will make sure to contact you. How about you click on the link that I had and just fill out, even though this is weight loss inquiry, just fill out your name and your last name, your phone number and email, and we'll make sure to get with you so we can send you those supplements.
Yeah, so if you're just interested in the supplements, still click on the same link, because the first page that it takes you to is just I'm interested, and that way we can get your information. Otherwise, if you don't click on that link and fill out your info, we won't know who you are. That doesn't mean that you're committing to the program, because that comes after you put your information in.
Right.
It's a 3-step process. We're going to ask you for your info first, and then you're going to put the $100 down, and then you'll actually schedule your appointment. That'll be the 3rd step. Any other questions? 7:39. Looks like we've got 17 people still hanging out with us.
I think you did really well, Dr. CJ.
Thank you, Paulina. Davis, did you want to say something?
Davis is here.
So Davis Jaspers, the founder of Vitalife, is actually on the call.
I will share screen.
Hey,
there he is.
What a phenomenal presentation. I was just working on doing the dishes while I was listening. Good job. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any input? Oh, somebody's raising their hand again.
I don't know. Unless you put their hand down, it's still the same person.
Oh, okay. It's Mercuser.
The only thing I would say is for those who are planning on joining, as well as anybody who is just wanting to get some more healthy tips, I have a free Facebook group that would be excellent for you to join. We're doing a 20-day challenge right now, and I'm cooking live every night. So you can go out and do some shopping and cook with me every night at 6. It's a little early for you guys, but it's 6 o'clock Central Time, so it'll be 4 o'clock your time. We'll put the link here as well. We'd love to have you join, and we're giving away $325 in gift cards in this group. And you can get $100 in gift cards by being the person that invites and brings the most people into the group. So really easy way to do that. So just another way to support you. Dr. CJ is was the first office to adopt the Vitalife program. So we've been working together for quite a while, and it's been super exciting to work on some projects together and just see this transformation really happen out there in California. So
Davis, let me ask you, the Vitalife support group, can they join on their own, or do they have to be invited to that group to do the 20-day challenge?
So the 20-day challenge is different than the support group. We only let people in the support group that are current members, or former members. You know, that it's really meant more just as a support for each other. There is a lot of recipes and things that get shared in that group. But for the 20-day challenge, it can be anybody. There's no charge to join the group. We were originally going to charge for people to be a part of that group, but with everything going on with the coronavirus, we just decided to provide all of the information that we're giving on there for free. And it's pretty much Paulina and I. We're pretty much donating takes us about 4 hours a day or more to do this. So we're donating time as just a way to give back to those who are stuck in quarantine and figuring out how do I still try to be healthy and how do I cook healthy. So we did chili today, and it was amazing. It's for those who are on the program, it's stage 1, that the Lose It stage approved chili, and I made a huge pot of chili. It was really tasty. Yesterday was spaghetti, and tomorrow you have to join the group to find out what tomorrow is.
Yeah, but it's just great because Davis goes like out of his way, and with the little time that we already have, I'm like, we're never gonna see each other. But he goes out of his way and finds 5 days recipes at a time. And then if you like cook from recipes like myself, then it takes a while to put that shopping list together as one. He does that for you. Yeah. So you got a shopping list of 5 days, just buy the ingredients, and then we cook it every night together.
So can we post that link in the chat? You did. And then can we email them that link also?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Everybody who registered for this webinar, I'll make sure to send out that link to you all.
Awesome.
If you don't know where the chat is, sometimes if it's your first time using the webinar, the window just right on the bottom, there's like this green share button next to it on the right. You should be able to see the chat button unless your window is minimized.
Yeah.
Make it bigger. Yeah.
So the chat button looks just like a little text bubble.
And then you'll be able to see the links that we've been posting.
Because I know that some of my clients told me that they'd never used Zoom before. So this is a learning curve for all of us.
For everyone.
Yep.
Well, this was awesome. I know there's still 15 people hanging out. You guys have any other questions? Are you trying to sign up? Is there anything that I can do to support you before we end the meeting? I wonder if there's a way. Can I unmute everybody in case somebody wants to talk? I know there's a way to do that, but I'm not sure how.
You know, we're all learning something new, aren't we? No, we'd have to make them panelists, and I don't know. Maybe on your end you can see.
Yeah, I thought there was a way to unmute like everybody.
There's a way to bring them on as a panelist and then you unmute them.
Oh, because this is a webinar format?
Yeah, instead of a meeting.
Yeah.
So if you're still on the call, because I see there's 15 people still on the call, and you're having trouble with the link, will you please type something in the chat? Or maybe, I guess we can maybe email everybody one last time. Can we do that? Email everybody that was on the call with the link in case they weren't able to figure it out here on the webinar. So we'll do that. So all of you guys that are still hanging out with us, because I know you love us so much that you just don't want to go and you just spend the rest of the evening.
Now we're just chatting.
We're just chatting now.
So thanks, you guys, and we'll be doing much more of these. In fact, I'm going to start a weekly Zoom call like this for all of our members, and we're going to be doing that. Our first one will be Monday night.
Excellent.
So it'll be 6:30 every Monday night, and you'll be getting a link here in the next couple of days so that you can, I'll have a topic each week, and then I'll open it up, and if it's a Zoom meeting versus what we did tonight, which was a webinar, everybody will be able to ask questions, and I think the interface is a little bit easier. So I look forward to supporting everybody that way. I'm actually surprised though, most of my clients are still coming into the clinic. Yes, we do have some remote clients. Of course, they're not coming in, but we're still supporting them remotely. But I don't really have hardly anybody that's not still coming into the clinics, and we're doing the safe distancing. We decided today that to figure out the 6 feet, you just put your arms out, right? And then the person next to you puts their arms out. And as long as you're not touching fingers, as long as you're fairly normal height, you're about 6 feet apart.
Nice.
If you're teeny tiny, like a little kid, and you got tiny little arms, then you're probably like 2 feet apart. But
that's more like me. So
we're doing the safe distancing. We're wiping everything down. I'm trying to get everybody on the immune protocol, hydromolecular, the fizzy tablet, super important, the other nutrients. We're actually having people wash their hands as soon as they get into the clinic, just to be extra safe.
Oh, yeah, and the fizzy tablets. I had to step out for a minute, so I may have missed the part where you were talking about the immune stuff. But they're actually, if anybody's listening right now, the fizzy tablets, the manufacturers of them, because of the recent studies in China showing that the fizzy tablets are helping people who have already been diagnosed with the coronavirus to get better. Mm-hmm. They're anticipating that supply to run out.
Wow.
So get it while you can.
Okay.
Because there's not really anything else that's shown to alleviate all of the symptoms like the molecular hydrogen. So if you don't have some, and I'm your guys' supplier of that stuff, and I bought a lot of it. So make sure if you don't have some, you get some. I would probably get 2 to 3 months worth of supply. So
just to make sure, and just so everyone knows it's still on the call, because we still have 12 of you guys on the call, is the hydrogen molecular tablet that we use is the same exact tablet that's being used by the gentleman that does all of the research through the Molecular Hydrogen Institute. What's his name again?
Tyler LeBaron, and he's the one that's actually, I believe he's one of the people who was interviewing some of the Chinese doctors in regards to what they're using over there. So pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love that product. I definitely, and my clients too, like when you don't take it, I notice. I notice inflammation in my hands, my thinking's not as clear, my energy's not as good. That product is phenomenal. It's a really amazing product.
Yeah, great. Looks like
all right.
You want to order some hydrogen. It's great.
Yes. So just let us know, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead. It's getting late for these two. Chicago, right? Like 9:30, 9:40.
9:50. I've got to type out my recipes for tomorrow too.
All right. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for your support and for helping me with this, and the people that are still on. Thank you for listening so long. And we'll send you out some emails. If you get an email from us and you want to have a direct connection with me, just reply to the email. It comes straight to me. So if you have any questions or anything about tonight, or you weren't able to reach us for some reason, just reply to that email, and it'll come straight to me, and I'll be able to support you that way. So have an amazing evening. Stay safe. Take care of yourself and your family. And we will see you again very soon. I'll see you Monday night. Bye, you two. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Good night.